Paid ads or organic marketing. What strategy should you be focusing on as a startup activewear brand and sportswear brand in 2024? In order to understand this, we must first evaluate what is organic marketing and what is paid advertising. Paid advertising is the idea of making your products known to the public by paying to put your products in front of the eyeballs of customers through various platforms versus organic marketing. Organic marketing is writing a blog, a YouTube channel, posting on your TikTok. Organic marketing is your Instagram reels, whatever it is where you are creating content and allowing customers to discover you, to consume your content, to buy into your brand in one way or another, whether by engaging, but whether by conversing, is considered organic marketing. So which is right? Is it better to go all in with paid advertising, or is it better to go all in with organic marketing? Both of them effectively work. The challenge here is, what are you trying to do? Paid advertising has an advantage over organic marketing, at least in the beginning when you are starting. You can put your product in front of thousands of eyeballs that you may not have necessarily had access to. And if your product is good, you're going to have conversions. So this can give startup brands a great opportunity to make sales without having to have invested the months, if not years, building up the organic following through consistent posting across all social media platforms. Another thing that I love with paid ads, you can immediately see when I'm launching this specific campaign on Facebook. I can see how many impressions it gets, how many people are actually doing or going after the call to action that this campaign is asking for, whether if this call to action is a purchase or whether it's an email sign up. And then I can fine tune what and how my ad is performing based on the different variations of the ad that I'm having. And then I can see, what does my customer respond better to? It may be difficult to quantify the direct financial gain from a specific organic marketing campaign versus that of a paid ads campaign. But does this mean that you should completely ignore organic marketing? The biggest brands in the world that have been started and run on the power of influence, on the power of celebrities that have star power, has shown that organic marketing is king when it comes to building a long-term brand. The biggest advantage that I have for organic marketing is it builds a long-term bond with your customer. Another major benefit to organic marketing is it costs $0 to start. It just costs you your time, your effort, and you put yourself out there. What sorts of organic content should you be creating? I've done a separate video in the past that goes through the 9 types of content that you should be creating when it comes to content quality and content frequency. Organic content, you'll need to post frequently and consistently, and you'll need to know your customer and create content specifically for them. My recommendation definitely would be to post at least 2 to 3 times a week on the core platforms that you use. If it's something like YouTube, you can get away with once a week. If it's something like TikTok, 3 to 4 times a week. Same thing with Instagram, 1 newsletter every 2 weeks. These are great starting points to work off of. When it comes to both paid and organic marketing, you do have to understand your conversion rates, because if I have 100 customers landing on my website and only one of them decides to purchase, then I have a 1% conversion rate. As a startup sportswear brand, you should be aiming for between 1.5 to 2.5% is a great starting point. Definitely anything underneath 1%, you have to ask yourself, what is not optimized? What am I not doing well? Last but not least is to make sure that you understand your audience. Maybe look at the first 10 to 20 to 100 customers that have purchased from you. Ask them, why did you decide to purchase? What could you have done better? Who are some other brands that you considered purchasing from? These questions will give you key indicators on how well the product fits into your customers' day-to-day, and ultimately how well your brand needs to actually conform to the customer's expectations and understandings of your brand. If you guys want to ask me personally any specific questions on how you can enhance your brand appeal, you can check out the channel below. We put out tons of videos on all things, anything that you need to know about building your own sportswear brand. Well, I've covered over the last 1,000+ videos. Guys, I say this from the very bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Fittdesign TV. Until next week's episode, stay awesome.